Showtime!
Alright, so hey guys, it's DeeJay Shelly, and today I'm here with Paul at Pat's Music in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we're going to bring you a quick tip for beginner DJs. So I was asking Paul today, or I was explaining to Paul, I think the biggest thing that I learned when I was starting out as a beginner DJ is not to be intimidated by your controller or your mixer. Because if you look, there's a lot of buttons going on there. So at first I thought, oh my gosh, this looks like I'm flying an airplane. How am I ever going to know how to use this controller or mix deck? So Paul and I are going to break it down for you beginner DJs, very simplified, so that you know what you need to look at when you purchase your first controller.
Okay, so just know there is a function for all these things, but you really don't need to be concerned about everything in the beginning. You kind of really just need to be concerned about the deck and the two volumes for the deck. You know, we're going to leave all our EQs and gains and everything just kind of set at 12 o'clock. You're not going to mess around with that too much. Just know that we're going to play CD, so we're on CD and CD. And know that we have two CDs in there playing now. So if you'll notice here, go back and you'll see channel 1, channel 2. That's all we're going to concern ourselves with. Channel 1, channel 2. We're going to bring our volume up here to play what we have playing in CD player 1 or deck 1, however you want to call it.
Right.
And then we have our volume for CD 2, deck 2. It's that simple.
Right. So as long as you keep all of your levels in the middle, make sure that everything is, you don't worry about your pitch fader or anything like that.
Correct.
Once you get more experience and you have an ear for each song and where everything else needs to be tweaked.
Start from the beginning and just start to walk before you run.
Right. And then, so one last thing, what is the auxiliary channel?
Okay, you'll notice in the middle, and it's labeled channel 3. It's an auxiliary channel. So if you want to come up here and see where this is the selector for it. Auxiliary just means it's another input channel. So let's say you want to play something from your phone or your iPod. On the back, which is where the inputs are, you're going to plug in to the auxiliary input, and then this just becomes your volume for that auxiliary input.
Right.
So you can play from your iPod, your phone, your fill in the blank.
Okay, and the same with if you're using Serato, which is what the Newmark Mix Deck Express is compatible with.
Correct.
Channel 1 and Channel 2 is the same.
Correct.
So you could use the computer or you could use the CDs,
Correct.
and then the auxiliary you could plug in your phone or iPod.
Correct. Yeah, like so.
Okay.
So deck 1 is going to be deck 1 of Serato. Deck 2 is going to be deck 2 of Serato. Corresponding channel 1 and channel 2 are your volumes. And then your auxiliary is going to be whatever else you want to put in there.
All right,
Phone,
awesome.
iPod.
All right, guys, there you have it. Our quick tip today from Paul at Pat's Music Store.